Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yasha'ala, koholoim la yawa, bahashim yahushai, bahashim rachachakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Hanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson and praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And this young lady that you see right here, you can see these burns. They have to draft some damn skin from one side of her legs to the other. It's just crazy, bro. But anyway, let's get the article. It says Alabama mom's car turned into a fireball after her vape exploded in her lap while driving. So she was scared as fuck, bro. An Alabama mom looked like she had been attacked by a zombie after her vape exploded, engulfing her and her car in flames, setting fire to her legs and leaving her with extensive burns. Suzanne Manus had been driving back to her house after a shopping trip when her rechargeable vape, resting in between her thighs, blew up without warning in November last year, turning her Nissan into a fireball. Her husband had been on the phone with her and heard the boom of the explosion, and his wife declared she was on fire before the line went dead, leaving him fearing for her life. So, of course, let me grab a quick scripture real quick here. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31. Yeah, that had to have been a scary ass situation. Hebrews 10 and 31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, right? And also, too, let me see, I think it's chapter 12. Hebrews 12 and 29, for our God is a consuming fire. Hey, one of the spirits that the Lord created for vengeance is fire, man. We can grab that in a sec. Let's see. Susan from Ozark said, I was just driving down the road, talking to my husband, and then the next thing I knew, my vape just exploded. It was in my lap, and it exploded and had an immediate reaction. The explosion scared me, of course. That shit had to be scary because it's out of the blue. It's all of a sudden. The scriptures talks about how the Lord, is going to come like a thief in the night. It's going to be all of a sudden. It's going to catch people off guard. Suddenly shall calamity come. Roughly paraphrasing. The explosion scared me, and my husband could hear me as he was on the Bluetooth of my car. What he heard was the boom of the explosion and me screaming and saying I was on fire. And then everything went quiet. He thought I was dead for about 45 seconds. The mom of two said when her legs caught fire, she pulled over on the highway, jumped out of the car before removing her trousers, removing her pants at the side of the road. At this point, Susan said she was too scared to look at her injuries, and as she waited for an ambulance to arrive, she watched as her Nissan Rogue sport car turned into a fireball. Damn. She said immediately my foot pressed the accelerator. Of course, she's scared as shit. She don't know what the fuck going on. I was swerving all over the road. I looked down and I saw I was on fire, and in that moment, I thought I was going to die. I had to take my pants off on the side of the highway, called my husband back, and I was crying. By the time I was in the ambulance, my car was just one huge fireball on the side of the road. Susan was then rushed to the Flowers Hospital in Dothan before being airlifted to the trauma center of UAB Hospital in Birmingham. The 32-year-old was then told she had suffered extensive burns on her inner thighs, the top of her private parts, and bottom. Ooh, that hit the box too. Ugh. The stay-at-home mom and care then had to undergo 2 surgeries, including a skin graft, to help heal her wounds. After being rushed to the acute trauma care unit at UAB Hospital, Susan went into surgery to have her dead skin scraped off, all on the box, and wounds cleaned. She then underwent a skin graft surgery 10 days later, where they removed skin from the donor site of her left thigh to replace over her burns. Golly, bro. Hey, that vape, man. Because see, scripture says to never trust thine enemy. Because Esau, what does he do? Let me get that scripture real quick. Because what he does is he gives you this enchantment, this damn witchcraft of, something's gonna be better. Stop smoking cigarettes. You can vape now. It's safer. That type of shit. Ecclesiastica is also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron resteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching. That's the point that I wanted to make. Because what was they doing when all that vaping and all that other shit started coming out? I can remember. I never tried it before, but I did used to smoke before I came into this truth. Of course, Newports, of course. But I can remember them talking about how it's safer than smoking cigarettes. It causes, you're pretty much overall, you don't have to worry about cancer and all this other shit, But now you have a lot of people, they're addicted to that shit, man. All these flavors, you don't know what's in that shit. Because it's some chemical shit that they making, you know what I'm saying? It's probably worse than the damn cigarettes. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So he came with that humbling, these things are going to be safer. You have them in all these beautiful flavors, and people be, you see, I'm talking about, man, motherfuckers be pulling on that shit so hard, big stupid ass cloud of smoke be coming out of their windows. I be seeing people driving like, I know that nigga vaping, but one of the bros, man, we came into this troop at the same time, and I don't know what he doing right off, but you know what I'm saying. He claims he's still into this troop, but he pull up. And he's vaping, man. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You done stop smoking the cigarettes, now you vaping, you doing it, you know what I'm saying? You selling weed, you know what I'm looking like, bro? You fucking up, man. You are fucking up. Because he know this truth, and what can you say, man? I just spoke to him a few times about it, and it was just like, hey, man, scripture talks about not throwing your, basically this truth to the swine, man, or to the dogs. Because he know better. He has to know better. He knows better, man. You know what I'm saying? He just, hey, got some Israelites, man. They not going full steam ahead, man, with this thing. Okay, it says, she said, for the first couple of days, it felt like I was still on fire. I was burning, and they had to scrape and clean my skin. I was really close to losing my leg. Thankfully, this did not happen. It was a little bit in my private area. Ugh. But nothing that required surgery there. Ugh. It was on either side of my inner thigh and reached all the way back halfway up my butt. Ugh. When I looked at my leg after the first surgery, I couldn't see how they could get better. It looked so bad, and it looked like a zombie had attacked me in these areas. I thought I'd be left scarred for life at this point, as I didn't know what to expect after my next surgery. She spent a month in the hospital recovering from the accident before being discharged and sent home. While she claims her wounds are healing well, she says she's still dealing with the mental and emotional repercussions of the fire. Susan said, my injuries are getting better. I have to put lotion and Vaseline on these areas for 4 or 5 times a day. The leg where it burnt that bitch up. The leg where the donor site will be scarred for life and take about 2 years for the graft to settle. Right now they look crazy and are purple and prominent, but they are healing. The physical pain was agonizing, but the mental and emotional effects have been much worse. I do not vape anymore. I bet you don't vape no more. But I don't want to be around a vape. Oh, man. Susan's legs were covered in raw burns where the vape had exploded on her. And she looked at that thing one sitting right there in the coochie, man, in the box. You know how people, you'll have shit sitting between your legs, stuffed down. Yeah, she lucky it went down there, down in that area like that. Wow. It says, Susan's legs were covered with raw burns where the vape had exploded on her in the vehicle, leaving Susan preparing herself to be scarred for life from the accident. She classed herself as an avid vapor, before the accident, but says she would never vape again and is using others to quit too, urging others to quit. Salakia. Stay-at-home mom is now urging others to stop vaping, as she claims she could have died if she didn't get out of the car as quickly as she did. Her friend has also set up a GoFundMe page to help with her recovery and the financial burden of the vape fire. Yeah, I bet you that hospital bill. Esau, man, you fuck around and go to this man's hospital just for one day. And it said she was in there for, I think what they said, a month. Not to mention the helicopter ride. She could be millions of dollars in debt right now because of this. Susan said, I am not now, but I was an avid vapor and had smoked for 7 years. I was always very meticulous and careful with my vape. And I had heard stories about them exploding, but usually it was because they had put them in a pocket or purse. Come on, bro. Always made sure the batteries from my vape were not peeling or old. I bought new batteries every 2 to 4 months. I would like to tell people not to vape. I know people think it's better alternative to smoking cigarettes, but it is completely not worth it. They do blow, and this does happen, and it can really change your life forever. This could have been my fate. Yeah. Yep. I could not be here if I had got stuck in my car. Yeah, okay, bet. But anyway, like I said, bro. I'm like, bro, man, come on, man. You infringes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to tell him about that before he stopped smoking Newports. I'm like, man, shit, how you smoking Newports with your T-shirt on with the fringes on it? Like, how you doing that? Then he went from the cigarettes, and I didn't know. He pulled up on me one day. He had the vape in his. I didn't even, and he, just kicking it with him, and then all of a sudden, he pushed the vape up to his mouth because I didn't know he had it right off. But hey, I mean, it is what it is, man. I tried to talk to him about it. And shit, hey, what can you say, man? Because some of these things are very powerful. Some are more expensive than others. But let me get this real quick, because I quoted it. But one of the spirits of vengeance in this same book, Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. Let's start there. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Lord created spirits of vengeance to appease his wrath when he's just pissed, man. Like, just hard body, tight about it, boy. The Lord has sent a spirit of vengeance to tear your ass apart. Fire and hail and famine and death, all of these were created for vengeance. See? Very first one on the list is fire. You know that you had to been scared. She lucky she didn't swerve into, or somebody was directly in front of her, like an 18-wheeler or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or a damn tanker for that matter. Swerve out, what fucking truck tumbling on the free, hey, that's why I don't even like to get on these freeways, man. Just in general, though, But that very first one on the list is fire. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So these spirits of vengeance are just chilling, waiting to get a commandment, and they are glad to get it when they get it. Right? So, hey, right now is not the time to be playing. Because again, let's see here. I'm not even sure how much a damn vape costs, because I never tried it before. That was, see how much these things are, what they running for. See, they got all different kinds. This motherfucker $23. God damn. $19. They got what's that? Caffeine vaping, $52.95. Shit, yeah, that's maybe a little bit. Hey, that's far more expensive than them goddamn cigarettes. I guess depends on how long it lasts, though. I'm not sure. Anyway, though, but you can see they got all these colors, all these flavors. They, And hey, it's smoke shops popping up all over the place. Those places are lucrative too. Just smoke vape shop. What's that? The hookah. They got a bunch of. I've been seeing a lot of hookah lounges popping up. So people are into this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I had no idea that they would blow like that. You know. But I guess hey, it makes sense though. So yeah, these prices, man, is retarded. God damn. Yeah, I guess hey, people into this stuff though, especially this younger generation. What they've been talking about, hey, stories on the vape, it hasn't been good. Let's put in vape accidents. Let's see something. Yep, okay. It says AI says vape accidents can include fires, explosions, and lung injuries. These accidents can cause serious injuries and even death. Fires and explosions, burns. Exploding vapes can cause burn injuries to the face, hands, genitals, and thighs. Burns can be second degree or a combination of second and third degree burns. Other injuries, exploding vapes can also cause other injuries such as shattered jaw, or a C-spine fracture. God damn. Exploding vapes can be dangerous to others nearby, especially if they are near flammable liquids and gases. Okay, so hey, you see a motherfucker vaping, hey, get the fuck away from him. I don't hang out around motherfuckers like that anyway, but like I said, you know, bro pulled up on me, and I done seen him do it a few times, you know, because he done pulled up on me a few times, like, damn, bro, you ain't got over that type of shit yet, man. You know, you've been knowing about this truth for damn near a decade. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Lung injuries. Evil eye. Evil eye is a diagnosis for vaping associated with lung injuries. Symptoms include pulmonary infiltrates on chest CT scans and a history of e-cigarette use in the 90 days before symptoms appeared. Okay. Lipid pneumonia. Lipid pneumonia is a lung inflammation caused by e-cigarettes. Damn. Okay. Breathing problems. Vaping can cause breathing, of course. Organ damage. Vaping can cause organ damage. Vaping can lead to addiction. If you experience a vape fire or explosion, you should report it to the FDA. Well, why is the FDA allowing this type of shit to be sold when it's a possibility of just one of them exploding? Because you're living in Esau's kingdom. You're living in Esau's kingdom, right? Okay, so this is they got a little short video. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even know this one. They had exploding e-cigarette kills 24-year-old Texas man. So they don't throw this on the news that much like that neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But let's see if we can play this one. I think this is the one with the Texas man. Ooh. Well, I don't want to show nothing, you know, that's gonna get the video taken down. So Salakia.
The video's viral, capturing the very real danger of e-cigarettes, explosions and malfunctions leading to serious injuries, and tonight, a Texas man's death. 24-year-old William Eric Brown was sitting in his car when his e-cig exploded and cut a major artery in his neck, according to the medical examiner's report. His death, now the second in the U.S., blamed on e-cigs. While fatal e-cig incidents are rare, explosions are not. In 2 years, U.S. hospitals reported 2,035 injuries from vaping. The problems center around lithium-ion batteries that power the devices, which the FDA says can overheat, especially if the wrong charger is used. Morgan Chesky, NBC News.
Salakia, man.
Have a great trip.
Oh, wow. Hey, I ain't know all that. Hey, I guess we learn something new every day. God damn. I didn't know all that was going on with that boy, man. But hey, what the scripture right here says again? One of the spirits of vengeance is fire. Verse 29. The very first spirit on because you know the scriptures talks about things on the left hand side and the right hand side because the Lord is a perfect balance. Now fire can be used for good. It can heat your home. You know, you can cook some food. You know what I'm saying? But it can also, on the left-hand side, be used to destroy you. And that's what's coming to America too, man. Thermonuclear fire, man, is coming to this place. Slovakia. Yeah, that was right on time, man. 10:44, baby. 1:44. Chariots, man. Time to get the hell out of here. But I'm going to end out there, man. I pray that the lesson was edifying with that. Kwame Yashala and the Baba Ball.